Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are going to go over this company called Take This. Now, the first thing I want to get out of the way is the fact of Gamergate. Whether you thought Gamergate was good or bad, whether it was bad actors or whether it was an actual harassment campaign, that is not the point of this video, so I'm not engaging in that conversation. All I have to say about in relation to Gamergate is I do not feel like doing a mob is the future of what to do here. Mob mentality over the years has led to blindsiding and bad actors at a very high capacity. Blind mob mentality, I do not feel like is a good thing to do right now. I feel like the proper thing to do is speak with our wallets. Do not fund the people that work with these organizations, and to address political people associated with this stuff. Because here's the thing I find really crazy about this Take This organization. So, this organization is, when did they have it? I think it was just on the Google thing. Let's see. Yeah, here. We are a 501, a non-profit mental health organization providing comprehensive resources and support that is tailored to the unique needs of game development community and embraces the diverse cultures and issues of the game community. We combine best practices with love of all things, a gamer providing a safe and acceptable space in it. And yeah, blah, 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 blah. So, here's the thing I find crazy, is the fact that the government has given this money, like taxpayer money has gone to this. And that's what I find wild, is that the government has paid money towards this. That seems crazy to me. Anyway, so these people are going on about you've all blah blah blah, and it's the latest targeted harassment campaign with the game industry, and it's aimed at Sweet Baby Inc. Now, this again is continuing making a horrible fucking, like, not telling what happened properly. Regardless of what side you're taking, regardless of what side you're taking, they're not telling a portion of the story, which makes it disingenuous towards people. Even if you're trying to claim those said people are wrong, the fact that you're not telling the side of the story hurts your fucking case from an outsider's perspective. So, like, it's just stupid in my opinion. Now, this campaign also has been impacting entities of the games associated with Sweet Baby. Oh my goodness! Boycotts or harassment! Like, this is so hypocritical, because the people on Twitter and that, they do boycotts all the time. They wanted to boycott the Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy. And, back then I said, go for it. If you don't want to support, I've always told you, vote with your wallet. Don't vote with harassment, though. And that's one of the things that really caused a lot of damage to the boycott of Hogwarts Legacy, is bad actors in their attempt to do boycotting caused it to backfire on them. If they had did a proper boycott, it might have actually had a little bit more success. But no. Anyway, though. This shit is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I mean, there was a guy who does political comics that got doxxed recently. Like, these people have no sense of reality at all when they talk about shit. It's okay when we do it, but thou cannot do it. We can boycott and make lists of places not to assist, but when you do it, oh, it's harassment and shit. And that is one of the big things most people have a problem here with. This is stupid bullshit that they're causing. And this is why I don't think Gamergate 2.0 is a good idea. Because honestly, I feel like they're trying to actually create it. I think they're doing this on purpose. I don't think this is ignorance at all. I think this is deliberate to cause this for miscellaneous reasons that may vary from individual to individual. Journalists covering the issue and others associate in various ways with the targets. You may also be at a loss to know how to talk about this issue and what, if anything, you can do about it. That's where we come in. After all, it's not like anyone could, I don't know, talk like an adult, debate like an adult, and, if for some reason nobody can be an adult, you can't just block them and shit, No, that's not enough. That's not enough. We can't have that. Discord, Steam, and X have been, Twitter, have been prominent platforms where the abuse and harassment is taking place. Oh my goodness! Someone sent me a tweet! Ah! Look, when somebody sends you a tweet with your address and real name, that's harassment and doxing. People saying, I don't agree with what you're doing in an industry that I am a consumer of, is not harassment or abuse. None of this is abuse in this degree. Like, unless somebody is doxing you and people coming to your front door, like, where is the abuse? Verbal language, at best, is just being bad language here. Like, I just don't get, like, when it's just trash talk on Twitter, what the fuck are you talking about? There's a block button. Block people. Like, it's so hypocritical. And, like I said last time with the Sweet Baby thing, a lot of these places are on shutdown. They're protecting their Twitter accounts and shit because they can't debate people or talk to their consumers at all. These people are some of the most unreal fucking, like, grown babies I've ever seen in my life. I just don't understand this. Large-scale harassment campaigns like this are fueled by political events. See, now, look, I know this is going to sound like a conspiracy theory, but, when you're looking down this rabbit hole about these organizations talking about this, they're all talking about politics and terrorism and, like, radicalism and quote-unquote the alt-right. Dun, dun, dun. Like, look, if you've been a long time person around here, I hate both sides. I hate them all. I think we really need both parties to go baboof. But, that's besides the point. But anyway, I feel like they want to start Gamergate 2.0 for political reasons. I think they want to use it as a cover to make excuses and blames and point fingers and shit. And whether that is the case or not, this is all still a bunch of fucking what the fuck. This is being funded by taxpayer money. This is where some of your money may potentially be going. As political rhetoric, and also who the fuck gives a shit? I don't, like, this issue has nothing to do with politics for me. Politics is a completely separate fucking thing for me. Yes, there are things I hate going on in fucking politics right now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of fucking things I don't like going on in politics right now, but it's like, that has nothing to do with this. You're the one. It's just like they keep dragging all this shit into this. Heats up around and see again, the presidential election highlight. Who the fuck cares? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sick of this shit. I am fucking 37 years old. I'm sick of hearing the rhetoric that fucking video games cause violence, that they're the problems of this piece of shit world. I'm sick of it. I'm sorry. This kind of online activity is going to ramp up. That bunch of sad journalists or big baby diaper-wearing morons. As scholars and journalists have noted, the target harassment, hate, and cultural norms that were at the heat of Gamergate in the mid-2010s never went away. Because journalism continued to be corrupt. Look. This is what I mean, that regardless of what you think about Gamergate, it doesn't matter whether you think it was good or bad. It doesn't change the real subject of its original point. Mob or no mob, journalism in gaming is corrupt as fuck. And I do agree that the mob mentality led to not good things. And that's why I don't think anyone who's trying to engage with Gamergate 2 is in a good, like, you might be thinking you're doing good, but I don't think it is. I think the better way is to let the clowns clown themselves. Like, look, if you believe these people making fake accounts to do them own selves, do that. Don't give money to anything related to these people. And look up government people who are funding shit like this without taxpayer money. Don't vote these people. Encourage people not to vote these people. Ooh, excuse me. Because it's just, what the fuck? It's so confusing. People in game spaces, especially marginalized developers and content. And you know, look. I understand diversity and stuff. I'm not against diversity. Oh, just a second. I gotta. Let's see. Okay. I got a foot just letting me know something. But this shit's just ridiculous. Like, it's like, I always feel like people who constantly bring up the marginalized in there are just using them as a shield. Okay, look, I know history and stuff. Okay, I feel obviously bad. Bad things happen to people. Bad things happen to a lot of us and stuff. And I'm not saying that magically makes all that stuff go away and stuff and that. But, like, I'm also sick of a lot of these people using people who've had problems in the past or still have problems as a fucking shield so they can get their ways. Oh, marginalized people have suffered. So we should take society's how should I put it? Take society's freedoms away. We can't have any discourse or anything at all in any regards of that. It's just garbage. It's pure ass garbage. So, in fact, research conducted by Take This has outlined an entire spectrum of technology and extremism and dark perception in games that is bigger than any one movement, but underlines all of them. It can be scary and uncomfortable to think about or talk about, and to understand overwhelming situations. It's not unusual to feel at a loss and have thoughts in helplessness, but there is all things one can do to mitigate the harm. Now, look. Okay, tweets, texts, debates, these are not harm. You have block bonds. Now, if somebody's doxing you or threatening you, yes, go to authorities and stuff, please. That's nobody should be doing that on either side of anything of that. But like, it just it all just so. It amazes me how, you know, look, I wasn't a big person for Black Lives Matter either, because it was a mob mentality thing. It caused a lot of people to take advantage of something that people were trying to do good with and fucking destroy, burn, and kill and harm people and shit. There were bad actors on both sides and shit with that regards and stuff. And, like, it's weird how, you know, that gets a free pass, but online discourse on a Twitter is, considered basically terrorism. These people, it's so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical. Because, I mean, the other thing, a lot of people actually fucking got killed and hurt, and it's just unreal to me how this shit gets treated. For everyone, it's extremely important to speak out and step up to the folks who are being harmed. This kind of support can take many... And yes, look, again, if you're being doxxed, physically threatened and shit, yes, that is bad. Go to cops. I don't care what side you're on. You should be addressed by police officers. You are sick in your fucking head. This could be an email or a quick check-in with people who orbit targets. This is what problem with index controls are. This could be email or YM people who orbit or who are targets of the harassment or all close to those targets, family members. And you should not be even talking to anyone's family members or colleagues or anything unless they are getting involved or a part of the situation. And if they are, you should only be having discourse, debates, and chatting. You should not, again, be doxing or fucking... Like, if they have nothing to do with it, you shouldn't even be texting them. Period. Both sides again. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit if you dare even fucking remotely do anything. Now, during organized harassment campaigns, people sometimes are forced to leave social media and online activity for a time, and they often need help filter message, dealing with targeted threats, and maintaining the well-being. Look, if you're having hey, Frostborn, I'm talking about stupid people on Twitter. Anyway, if you're having a mental breakdown because of people debating with you on Twitter, this is probably something fucked up. Like, you have block buttons, protect buttons, and stuff. And, like, I get, like, having people yell at you and say they don't like you or things you're doing is terrible or that. Not fun of that. Hey, how you doing? Doing all right, Frostborn? Good. Don't mind Frostborn. He cool. But, yeah, you should not be having any, like, if you're having a break, you need to step away from social media. You clearly cannot have a human conversation with people. If human conversations make you have a breakdown, you clearly can't have one. Like, it is just weird. Now, I'm not saying there isn't a situation where you might be getting thousands of messages. Like, I'll admit, I don't get thousands of messages at one time in that. I can understand that being overwhelming and needing to, like, go into protect mode or something. Like, I could understand that. You have tools to do these things. But it's not enough. It's not enough because you want your enemy, who you view as your enemy, your consumer base, to be silenced for daring to speak up about shit. It's ridiculous. People marginalized identities are often already have some of these tools in place of historical necessities, but the volume of large campaigns like this can quickly become overwhelming. Still, relevant games hotline hosts, and like, I feel like this is plugging their own shit, I'm assuming, industry leaders. Now, this is something like you may be inclined to be quiet or cautious. That like they're basically like, this isn't the first one to do that. They're trying to get companies en masse to denounce their consumer base. Look, this shit is ridiculous. It's so fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how this shit is like this. Like, what other industry do you know that's like this? Like car salesmen? Imagine if car salesmen were acting like this. Like, this is the most ridiculous shit I've ever been reading and hearing about. Is this shit. Like, there's a whole nother thing that's getting government level I want to go over in the next video. I really want to go open the webpage and go over that. There was a whole government rabbit hole that is fucking insane, talking about, like, it's almost a political propaganda fucking campaign. Like, my coworker, who's an older lady, and, you know, she's nothing to do with video games or anything, I let her look at that document, and I asked her, tell me that doesn't sound like political propaganda. And she's like, that is some of the most weirdest fucking shit I ever heard of. Like, it's just, like, I don't even know what to say of that. I really just... The thinking went, we want to protect our community from Gamergate, so by being silent, we will avoid inviting the pro-Gamergate up on blah, 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 blah. And again, you know, I don't really give a fuck about Gamergate. Like, the mob, I don't like the mob mentality of any fucking side. Like, it is led to horrible shit because of bad actors and people who could just fake shit and stuff. And we're at a time with AI and fucking conversational things and stuff where people could do that even fucking easier and shit. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, they basically want all these companies to renounce their consumer bases. Like, they want, like, how dare you question a company that is suggesting authors to change shit that may not be good. Like, I said in my last video, asking someone for, like, some storytelling ideas is not an atrocity or a sin. But it's like, when you look at the things that they have done, it comes off like... Sorry. It comes off like that they have... Oh. Give me a second. It's having a problem, you know. But yeah, it comes off really fucking consoling and disingenuous here. Like, it's... This is ridiculous. This started because your consumer base in the gaming industry wants authors to make their fucking stories, okay? They want them to have... Whoa, what? Ooh, what the hell happened now? That was weird. Give me a second. For some reason, my browser just shut itself off. There we go. Back? Yeah. I don't know what caused that. Anyway. I don't like that. Atticusmj should have nothing to do with this. Okay? Like, it was one thing for a bunch of whiny babies to bitch about the consumer base not liking them. But now they're actually trying to use the fucking government and government tax-paying money to fuel their fucking whining and crying about the industry. Because how dare the consumer how dare you fucking even remotely consider boycotting any of these products? Don't you know Suicide Squad is the most fantastic fucking game ever? And if you don't like it, fuck you. Look, and that's not even saying anything against anyone who likes Suicide Squad. My coworker likes it. That's fine. I don't give a shit. I haven't played it. I don't have an opinion on Suicide Squad. But my point is, if you don't like Suicide Squad and you think these people are behind reasons that it failed, which personally I think it's more about the money transactions and the actor and that. But however, seeing the things these people have claimed to have done and such, I do find it actually concerning about their hands being in shit. And this has opened up the concern of other companies like Sweet Baby too. Not just Sweet Baby. Because, you know, those who are really steeped in Japanese games have been, you see all these horrible localizations and fucking rewrites of characters being completely changed and shit. or meaning or feelings or emotion being stripped out of the scenes that were originally there by the author. People, the consumer, are getting sick of this shit. I'm getting sick of this shit. And the fact that our fucking government in Canada just recently, they just found Canada also donated money to this shit. Why is taxpayer money paying for a bunch of privileged people's fucking self-defense in debating on Twitter? Debating on Twitter. Oh my goodness, government, protect me. My tweets are getting replies on social media. A communicational device. Will you talk to people? Anyway, I'm sorry about the giant and raging rant. But I don't understand. It's like I don't get what the fuck's going on. Like what is the government have to do with any of this? There was like consumerism rights, your rights are being questioned as terrorism and extreme white ideals and shit. This is ridiculous. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. I am fucking sick of all of this. And people wonder why I'm the angry old man these days. Ugh. It's ridiculous. And I tell you, every political person, regardless whatever the fucking side they're on, I am going to ensure denouncing them and not voting for them. Like, because it is stupid. Hits it. If my body's flying around, my headset went poof. Give me a second. Oop. Thank you. But yeah. I do look forward to looking over that document from the governmental organization that I have watched a video talking about some of the rhetoric in it, and it's very concerning because it talks about gaming like it's a fucking terrorism group. Like we're going back to like the claims of the dark web, like from the last consumer strike shit, like all the dark web people. Ooh. Look, my 2 cents is please don't engage in Gamergate 2.0. I believe they want that to use for their own agenda and politics and shit, or victimhood, or other things of power. The best thing you could do is don't support literally anything these people work with. Vote for your wallet. Vote with your wallet. Don't give them money. And don't give any of the people that support them money. Don't give any of the political people that support them money or your vote. That's the best thing, in my opinion, we can do right now. Fueling those stupid-ass articles for their money, power, and free fucking government money is doing them good, is the way I view it. That's my 2 cents. Anywho, though, I'll leave it at that. A bit of a shorter video, but oh man, actually, it went on for 28 minutes. Ooh, I thought that was more like 10 minutes. Oof. Too much engagement, I guess. I apologize. Look, I am a fucking adult who owns my house, owns my fucking car. I have a steeped, deep passion for video games. I love video games. They touch my heart and my feelings. And I work a full-time job. I've not been to jail and shit. Oh. And I'm just tired of all this shit. I'm just tired of it. But feel free to leave a comment down below what you think. Do you think any of this is required for tax purposes? Because if not, like I'd love to hear why you think taxes need to be involved in any of this, that. But leave your opinions on what's going on down below and that. But keep it civilized, regardless of what side you're on. So take it easy. Thank you for joining. Until next time, be safe in the proving grounds.